¿Quieres poner en práctica todo lo que aprendes con un profesor nativo? Italki tiene miles de profesores profesionales que te pueden ayudar.
Y si eres amigo nuestro, vas a recibir $10 de crédito con la compra de tu primera clase. Más información abajo.
In this English class, we're going to learn how to be more British.
British people are just so lovely and a little bit weird.
Oh.
So, I lived in England for 4 years and I noticed a few things about British people. For example, you talk a lot about the weather. You can talk about it for a long time. Unfortunately, you don't have very good weather.
Good way to start a conversation.
So what kind of expressions can you use to talk about the weather?
Well, one really useful phrase is, it's bitterly cold out there today. Oh, it's bitterly cold out there today. Or you could say, oh, miserable weather today.
Yeah, this is very common.
Or you could say, it's a bit chilly out there today. Oh, it's a bit chilly out there today, isn't it?
Right. Another thing that I notice is that British people are very indirect compared to Spanish people. Because, for example, if we go to a bar, it's very common to just say, give me a beer, please, no?
Ponme una caña.
Yeah,
¿no?
ponme una caña, me pones un café con leche. Or you can just ask your colleague at work, for example, dame ese informe, no?
Mm-hmm.
Give me that report.
Yes.
But for English people, that would be a little bit rude. So you need to be very careful.
You can offend people if you are too direct. Some students say to me when I'm handing out homework, give me 2. And I say, oh, okay, here's 2. Yeah, because they want to take one to their friend. In England, it's more common to be indirect. So if you're in a bar, we don't say give me or I want in England. The most common phrase is to say, could I get? Could I get? So, could I get a beer, please? Or, could I get a cup of tea, please? Could I get? So it's a little bit less direct.
And also, even when they ask you, no, what would you like, sir? Or, how can I help you? No?
Yeah.
But here they are like, ¿qué te pongo?
¿Qué te pongo?
Ya, y cuando Philip vino a España, me acuerdo que tú ibas a un bar y decías, perdona, por favor, ¿me puedes servir una cerveza?
It's true. When I first moved to Spain, I would say, perdona, lo siento por molestarte. Me estaba preguntando si sería posible tener un café, por favor. Y me miraban un poco como, Después de un tiempo me di cuenta y ahora entro y digo, ponme una galletita, por favor.
Okay.
If you need some help, you might say, I'm terribly sorry to bother you, but I was wondering if you could help me. That's very polite, very indirect.
Another thing that I noticed, and well, I'm sure you all know about this one, is that British people are very, very polite. I'm not saying that we are not here in Spain, but you are extremely polite at some points, like you open doors, you offer your seats to older people, you say please and thank you a lot.
Yeah.
Too much sometimes.
Yeah.
Thanks, yeah. Many thanks. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, we do say it maybe a bit too much, but, well, better too much than too little, I think.
Something else, this one is really funny, and I have to admit that I've been doing it as well. And it's that you apologize for everything, even when it isn't your fault. Like, for example, or someone hits you on the street, and automatically you will just say, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
And then I've done it and I thought, hold on a moment, it wasn't my fault. It was your fault.
Yeah, I have said sorry before when somebody stepped on my foot. I said, oh, sorry, because I was in the way. When a British person bumps into a lamppost, they say sorry before they even realise that it was a lamppost.
A una farola, un lamppost.
It's like automatic.
And what kind of expressions can you use to say sorry if you want to say something different?
One common way is just to say, oh, I beg your pardon. Or, I'm terribly sorry. Or if you want to be very British and very formal, You can say, my sincerest apologies.
So, you are very good at queuing. Sois muy buenos haciendo cola. This weekend we were in England and we were going to get a coffee and there was a woman. I thought she was trying to push in the queue. But I think she didn't see me and then I gave her a look. And then she just looked at me, she realized and she was like, oh, I'm really sorry, were you in the queue?
Yeah, it wouldn't happen in Spain. When I went to the post office in Spain, I went there to pick up a package. They have a ticket system, so you press the button, you take your ticket. But somebody still pushed in front of me. They still pushed in the queue. When you're in a queue and somebody pushes in, what can you say? You can say, excuse me, I'm next. Excuse me, there's a queue.
English people never refuse a cup of tea. They always say yes. And I remember your dad came over to visit us recently.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked him during the day, would you like a cup of tea? And he said, yes, please, that'll be lovely. And then I asked him again half an hour later, 1 hour later. And he always said yes, yeah. I was trying to test him. When is he going to say, no, I don't want any more?
And did he say no?
He said no, but I think it was the 10th cup of tea that day.
Okay, after 10, yeah. So if you go to somebody's house in England, good phrase to use is put the kettle on. Or if you've got guests in England, you can say, do you fancy a cup of tea? Do you fancy a cup of tea? Did you say tea? Do you fancy a cup of tea? Shall I put the kettle on? Do you take milk and sugar? Do you take milk and sugar is a good phrase if you're making a cup of tea for someone.
Another one I noticed is when you give a compliment to someone, you find it quite difficult to just accept it and say, oh, thank you. Like, oh, your dress looks amazing. You look so gorgeous.
I don't have any problems with that. Try it, come on. Give me a compliment.
Philip, your hair looks so soft and lovely and shiny, and this t-shirt really suits you.
Thank you.
This color goes unbelievably well with your eyes.
I haven't got any problems with that. Yeah, maybe for some British people who are a little less arrogant, not like me, some people would say, no, this is just an old t-shirt. Nothing special.
And tell me some expressions to give a compliment to someone.
To give a compliment, you might say, oh, you look nice today. You might say, oh, I like your shoes. Where did you buy that top? It's fantastic. It's really fashionable, isn't it? Really stylish.
English people go totally mad when the sun comes out.
Oh yeah, we love the sun, of course, because we don't get enough. So British people don't take the sun for granted.
I remember in the summer, maybe it was raining for a week, and suddenly we had one of these lovely days, 25 degrees, sunny, no clouds. And I went down to the river in Cambridge and it was all full of smoke because people were making barbecues. I saw a man swimming naked in the river. I just thought it was too much.
Yeah, when the sun comes out, British people put their shorts and t-shirts on, flip-flops, and we love to have barbecues. Unfortunately, the British weather is very changeable, so quite often we'll have a barbecue and the weather will be very nice, but the weather soon changes and you end up having a barbecue in the rain, which is very annoying. Is that everything, Isabel? Anything else?
Well, yeah, I could write a book about English people, how special you are.
Okay, everybody, well, we really hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and give us a like as well.
And if you want to talk about British people a bit more, if you know any other curiosities, or if you want to just criticize them, you're welcome to leave a comment below.
Yes, but please don't leave hate in the comment section, and we'll see you again very soon. Thank you for watching. Cheers.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bye for now. I think in the next video we're going to talk about Spanish culture, because there's quite a few things I could say about Spanish people.
Don't point at me. That's lovely.